Okay, I'll be honest, you're just gonna have to forgive the angle on this one. I've tried everything. I don't know how to bloody film anything. This one is your dumbbells to your squat. Okay, so what I want is just one weight from you. Don't go nuts, again, especially if it's your first week. You could pick up like a 10 kg, something like that. Again, it's really about getting your squat form right. We're not gonna try and injure you today. That's not the goal. So I like to start out with regular squat position. Okay, I'm going to keep the weight in between. Keep the toes pointed out ever so slightly. I like to keep my hands around the middle, kind of like interlock like this. Okay, what you're going to do is we're not going to start from here. We're not going to pull up with our back. We're going to pull up with our legs as always, because that's a nice form. I'm going to keep my chest up. Okay, we're going to sitting back, and we're going to inhale. We're going to push through our legs to pick the weight up. Okay, so when we get about here, you don't actually need to make your back upright. Oh my god, you can't even bloody see me. Okay, that should be fine. So, dearest, what you're going to do is keep your core tight. This is very important. You want to keep your core as engaged as possible when you're doing this, because that keeps the weight control. It keeps you from injuring yourself. Okay, so we're going to keep our chest upright. Push up. You're going to feel it in your glutes, right in your side glutes a little bit. You don't need to come up. It's not about like thrusting your hip forwards and feeling your lower back. You want to keep the tension in your glutes. Inhale, coming down. Okay, we're going to think about keeping your knees out and bringing the butt back, right? And push up. When you push up, you're going to push to the outer portions of your feet, keeping your toes pointed to start slightly out, and just being mindful of a little bit of burn that you're going to get on your outer glutes. So we're going to inhale, bringing your butt back. Try and go low. Okay, it's not about coming this far. I want you to try and sit back into the move. We're not letting our knees come in. We're keeping them out as we come down. You're going to get to this point. You're going to push through the floor, through your feet. Sorry. You're going to feel your outer glutes, and it's going to be very fun. Inhale, keeping your core tight. As you come down, keeping your head level. We don't need to push our head up. Keeping your head neutral. Push. You're going to feel that on your outer glutes coming up. Okay. Make sure you're getting that nice stretch as you come down in your glutes. And push up, just like that. All right, and you see how my back isn't fully straightening. It's just about pushing up rather than pushing forward, okay? And that's gonna get you a nice juicy pump. Okay, so we're spicing up the location and the angle a little bit, but I think this is nice because you can see me kind of from the front and you can also see me on the side. So we're gonna do some RDLs, darling, for the juicy glute, okay? So what you want is you don't want anything too crazy weight-wise. You'll also find the heavier you go, the more likely you will need wrist straps, which is something that I don't think you really need to invest in right now because you're just starting. Wrist straps help in the weight, like holding the weight. So just start out kind of light. I've picked up some 12s. I normally work with 26 and with wrist straps. For you, I'm thinking you could even start with like 6. Just to get the form right, okay? So what you're gonna do, again, similar like when we were picking up the weight in our pull workout, is you're going to come down, you're gonna have your weights ready, that you can see me. I like to start at about here. I am on my toes. I like to take a nice inhale. Again, we're keeping our shoulder blades pinched back where the whole body is engaged. You're focused, you're with your body, okay? Because if you're not with your body, it's very easy to injure yourself, okay? Keeping your shoulder blades back. I like to kind of stand up like this a little bit, just making sure we're rolling back, keeping the core engaged. And again, we're going to pick up through the legs first and then straighten up the back, okay? So I'm coming back just so you can see where I'm at. What you want to think about with an RDL, first is your core. So we're not bending your back. This is not about your back. This is about your legs and your hips. It's what they say is a hip hinge movement, okay? So what you want to do is you want to think about closing a drawer that's behind you with your bum. That is the biggest analogy that helped me, all right? So you're gonna take a nice inhale as you come down, all right? You're gonna keep this nice, soft bend in your knees. This helps to keep the stretch in your hamstrings as opposed to your back. If you keep your back straight, that's more of a standard deadlift. We're going for a Romanian deadlift. So you wanna keep like a nice bend in your knees, okay? You're letting the weight fall naturally close to your legs. See how the weight isn't coming out away from my body? It's close to me. That keeps the tension in my hamstrings, okay? You don't need to go all the way down. That's a common misconception. As you go further down, you can kind of end up putting the weight into your back. Again, we don't need that. It's a hamstring glute movement, all right? What you're gonna do when you're coming up, so let me just catch a breath. Inhale, coming all the way down, all right? Feel a nice stretch in your hamstring. You don't, just keep your spine neutral, okay? When you exhale, it's about pushing those hips forward. Okay, when I do this, I'm not trying to thrust all the way or go beyond any certain point. It's just about letting them kind of come back to where they were. Okay, so we're starting again. Feet shoulder width apart. Inhale. Inhale, coming all the way down. I like to have this position actually where I have a mirror next to me, because then I can see like where I am, not only from the front if I want to catch a quick glance up, but I can check myself from the side, see that I'm getting a nice stretch. Okay, inhale. Ideally you want to keep your chin tucked. All right, and exhale, pushing forward with the hips. Again, we don't need to push all the way. I can put the weight into the back, just pushing up so that we get that nice little glute burn when we get to the top of our movement. Inhale. Feel the stretch. Exhale. Push the hips forward. You can squeeze your glutes a bit as you come forward. That helps you know that you are moving in the right direction. Inhale. Exhale. Push. See how I'm not pushing my hips all the way forward? Inhale. Exhale. You might feel it a little bit in your lower back. If it's a little bit and that's not the first thing you feel, that's okay. If it's a lot, then you might want to try bending your knees a bit more, or only going up to about here. Okay, keeping your range of movement a little tighter could help. So if you only can go here, that's completely fine. You want to feel that stretch in your hands as much as you can, and then pull back up. And that is your RDL. If you have any problems with this, drop me a message and I'll help you as best as I can. Coming down, similar to how we did our dead row, I like to draw the weights close, and then you can bend them and set them down, and you're good to go. In terms of putting them back, just go one at a time. If they're light enough, then you can take both, but carry the weight safely. You'll be fine. Okay, so please don't hate me for this next part. So we're gonna do some regular walking weighted lunges. This is good for your core, and it's obviously very good for your legs and glutes. What you want to do is find a nice space, okay? You're just going to start lunging and walking. You've got 40 reps per set. Literally step forward, okay? I don't want you leaning forward. I don't want any strange angles. When you step forward, you don't actually need it so like your legs are crossing over. It's actually just about keeping your, whichever foot is ahead, like everything in line with your hips. So this is going to be out. My back is upright. Try and bring your knee down as much as you can, and then swap and go over to the other side. You want to make sure that you're really feeling it in your legs and your glutes. Ugh. It's really about balance, quite honestly. It's about core stability as well. And I just want you to give me 40 reps of this, really making sure that you're spending time as you bring your knee down. Try and get those right angles as well in your knees. And then we're going to walk back very, very nicely. All right. Been up for 5 bloody hours. Okay, next up. This is fun. I lie, it's a burner. You'll die. So it's a calf raise machine. Hopefully you have something like this at your gym. If you don't, let me know. We'll find an alternative. What you want to do, I like to bring it to the final setting because I'm quite short, and you really want to make sure that you're getting that stretch in your calves. The bigger the stretch, the more ROI you get effectively. So like all the way down here. Again, please pick a weight that is appropriate for you. We don't need to be super adventurous, you know. Again, I don't want you to like go super safe. It's not that we're not trying to work out here. We're not just doing it for the aesthetic and the rainbows. We're doing a workout, but find some nice Goldilocks porridge medium, okay? So I'm gonna go with, let's do 39 kg today for your example. Place your feet, very simple, very straightforward. You see how they're quite bent, which is a good start. You've got your handles here. You might have a standing version of this. As long as you have a calf press machine, that's kind of where we want to be. That's ideal. If not, again, let me know. All right, so you're gonna keep your back here. You're gonna press up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my heels, okay? Keeping a bend in my knee, drop my heels. You just start feeling that nice stretch in your calf. And you're gonna push up, and you're not just gonna push up to like neutral, you're gonna push up onto your toes as much as you can. That's 1 rep. Inhale, coming down slowly. Exhale, pushing all the way up. And you're gonna need 12 of these. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Good fire up. Yeah. And you really wanna think about getting that good stretch in your calf as you come down. All right, and then push up onto the balls of your toes, or balls of your feet, and then onto your toes as much as possible. Exhale, inhale, coming down, feeling that stretch, getting as low as you can without injuring yourself, and pushing up onto your toes. And that's you.